Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another of my Civilization 5 Let's Plays. This time we'll be again using the Vox Populi mod pack, and that's the reason why I'm starting. On the screen you can see all the mods that I'll be using and also the versions of these mods, which is probably more important. This time I decided to scale everything down a bit compared to the previous Let's Play where we played as Ethiopia on a giant Earth map. And well, we were not able to finish the Let's Play because around, I think it was Modern Era, the game basically fell apart, just wasn't able to handle a map of that size. I'm not too happy about it. I really like playing on these insanely large maps, but since the game can't handle it, well, we didn't really have a choice. This time I would really like to actually finish the game. I'm not saying win the game, because with the Vox Populi and the Deity difficulty, you never know what happens, and the end game is pretty damn tough. And with this version of the Vox Populi, it's even, I think, more challenging than the version I've been using for the Ethiopia Let's Play. So yeah, this should be fun. But even after I scaled everything down, I'll be still using some settings that are quite different to what most Let's Plays that you can find on YouTube are using. So I'll quickly go through all the settings that we'll be using for this Let's Play. If you watch my previous Let's Play, you probably won't be surprised too much, but well, it's better to quickly go through everything. Let's go to advanced setup. I've already decided to play as China. After the Ethiopia Let's Play, I wanted to play something else, and I went through all the saves and tested a bit some of the interesting, like, special abilities of each nation. And China really caught my attention because their I probably should go back. Their special ability, Mandate of Heaven, seems to be completely broken. It can be comboed with some other bonuses so effectively that it even surprised me how broken this can be, and I want to test it in like a full game. I did a few test runs, just like Ancient Era into Classical Era transition, and then I finished to get a feel for the nation. But I think this special ability can be broken throughout all the eras, and I really want to see how China does later in the game. Let me quickly. Actually, let's go to advanced setup, and we will go through the special abilities and everything when the map is being generated. So advanced setup, I will add, and now how many? Probably just one extra save, and we'll go. What I usually do, I go with the amount of civilization +2 when it comes to city-states. So I'll go with 13 city-states. From the testing, when I go for more, the game feels too crowded, and it's just war non-stop. I want to be quite aggressive, but I just don't want to be forced to be at war like 100% of the time. So 11 plus 13. From what I can tell from my test runs, are just, like, let's say, ideal settings. Now, Pangea plus, large deity, marathon. I'm always using marathon pace, so if you want just quick game, well, let's say 20 episodes, and then the Let's Play to be over, it's not gonna be for you. This is gonna take a while, well, unless we start like in between the Rome and Greece or something like that, and we got completely destroyed. If everything goes according to plan, this Let's Play will have quite a few episodes. We are starting, of course, in Ancient Era. World Age, you know what, let's just go with random. This is not super important. I think this one decides on how hilly the map will be. Temperature, I don't want the map to be too crazy. Let's just go with the normal rainfall. We can go with random here. Sea level medium, resources standard, yeah, that's fine. All the victory types, and now from the advanced options, I'm using all the events with research agreements enabled. I don't like ancient ruins, they just add too much randomness to the early game, so I play without them. And no tech brokering, there's nothing super important. Transparent diplomacy, because it's just more convenient, and raging barbarians. They make the early game a bit more interesting. And I actually want to use barbarians to get some extra culture if everything goes according to plan. Okay, so these are the settings. I hope I didn't forget about anything important, and we can start the game. Hopefully we get a decent start. I'm not gonna
Blessings of heaven be upon you.
go with like if you get horrible start, I will probably re-roll. This is gonna be a long let's play, and I don't want to let's say spoil it by bad start. I mean, if we start in the middle of the desert, I'll just go with something better. But I can already see that the start looks good. But before we begin the game, I will quickly go through our special ability and the special building and the unit. Mandate of Heaven is pretty interesting. Every time we create great works, that guy in the background talking is just getting on my nerves. Well, when we create great works or gain a city, either we conquer a city or start a city, we love the Emperor's Day. And on top of that, we get +1 culture and food in all cities. And this is not just during the duration we love the Emperor's Day. And every time we get a new city, we get again +1 culture and +1 food. This is stacking up. This is pretty much stacking up until we transition into the next era, where we lose part of the bonus that we stacked up. It's actually a pretty significant part. So after we get the new era, we pretty much have to start stacking up everything again. But still, with the marathon pace, we keep this bonus for quite a long time. And if you do everything properly, especially the culture bonus is pretty damn good. And also on top of all of this, we get +10% food during Wheel of the Emperor's Day. So it stacks up already here, 10% food and extra food every time we start this or get great works. Overall, pretty good. Our special unit, the replacement for crossbowmen, I think, I'm not sure about the pronunciation, probably something like Chukonu. Let's go with that. I think it's identical to what it is in the normal save, so there's no point in talking about it. And Papermaker, replacement for Library, another completely broken specialty of China. Compared to Library that has only +2 science, here we get extra culture, and I think the gold is different from the normal library as well. So the building is pretty much free, even making a little bit of extra gold, getting extra culture, just pretty damn good, especially since we can get it so soon. And again, on top of that, another bonus during Wheel of the Emperor's Day, 15% in the city where it's built. So yeah, this is a big part why I think China is so broken, and you can get a building like that so early. Okay, now we can get on the map and finally check what do we have around here. It's not bad, but I'm missing one thing, and then one thing is forest on this tile or on this tile. Let's check what we have around. I really want to start our capital on a forest. I already have a plan for like the early game, and it is quite important to start with the extra production we can get from removing the forest when we build a city. We could go down here and use this forest. I would like also to stay next to the most likely, yeah, it has to be C. Or what we can do as well is just leave the coast and go inlands. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, I think I have our starting position. It's gonna be here. It's a jungle, it's not the forest. So we won't get that much production, but it's on the hill. We'll be next to the spices. What's the monopoly for spices? Golden Age length. Well, that kind of sucks, but can't do much about that. Okay. In case we get something better in this area, I may still change my mind. But it would pretty much have to be this tile, and I think I already see a jungle there. Okay, there is more spices. I think our second city will be like here. Okay, we have a forest on this tile, but I want to start on a hill. No, I think this tile is the best for what I'm planning. Okay, let's just keep scouting. Okay, good. There is a sea everywhere to the south, so one side of our territory should be secure. And there's another spice. Wow. We have 4 already, or we know about 4 already. So if we can get these 4 inside our borders, plus 1 more, then we should be able to secure the monopoly. Not that this monopoly gives us anything that really matters, but you know, just for the feeling that we have a monopoly on something. Okay. Now we can already start. We delay the start by 3 turns. That's not too bad on marathon. It shouldn't really matter. And now, because I want to at least try to get the religion, we'll start with the shrine, and then we go for monument. Here, I already see many people like thinking he is not going for a pathfinder. Just wrong. Well, I know that pretty much, well, not pretty much everyone, but most people who play Civ 5 just go for the early scouting. I don't. Or I don't do that always. Here my plan is a bit different, and also on the marathon pace you have a bit more time. Even if I don't scout immediately, we'll still get ahead on our research. So I won't be able to build everything that I've researched fast enough, so there is no reason for me to like explore immediately to get to shave off a few turns for those early tags. I would just get even more ahead with my tags, which I don't need that early. I need to catch up with the tag, or I need my buildings to catch up with my tags. So we will wait with the scout a bit. Okay, we are working the spices. Let's go the usual stuff. I'll start with wheel. The plan here is to go wheel pottery into pyramids. From pyramids, we get the extra construction speed for our workers. Not such a big deal, but well, it's nice. And more importantly, we get a settler. Free settler with our bonus means extra food for our cities, extra culture. Also means just another city. So very useful, and the +1 culture we get from pyramids is not that bad either. Engineer points. Overall, pyramids in Vox Populi are much better than they used to be in the normal Civ. So that's the first step. Then we'll probably have to go like trapping mining into bronze working so that we find iron and we can defend ourselves with spearmen. I will try to at some point get Temple of Artemis. That 10% food in all cities is pretty significant. And with the Temple of Artemis, if you don't get it, it's not a big deal. I'll just try it. Not sure if you have time for that. But what I definitely want to get is a great library and Oracle. Once you get Oracle, I would say like mission accomplished for the early game. And then we just decide what we do next. Or maybe Oracle into education. Let's say once we get education, we are done with the early game. And then we decide what we do next. But well, with the marathon pace, this is still gonna take a while. So first, as I said, wheel. Here, already with our first city, we get the Mandate of Heaven. So we are starting with 1 extra food and 1 extra culture. The extra culture is very useful for the growth and also for our first social policy, which are an important part for my plan. Anything else here? I don't think so. Okay. And now we just need to find some neighbors so that we can declare war on them. And get worker. I will be stealing workers. I know that some people don't like it. I'm not stealing workers from like city-states. I will go after workers of our neighboring AIs. Because I want to hurt their early game. There is nothing worse than snowballing AI right next to you, and when you steal their first worker, it's a pretty effective way how to slow them down. And also, well, you won't need worker for a while. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's those raging barbarians. I hope... Oh, England. That will be annoying. But what I wanted to say with, or what I was talking about here, with the Raging Barbarians, even this scouting with the warrior can be quite dangerous. Okay, let's just keep going. Don't really care about the warrior. I don't need to kill him yet. All that we get would be some experience, and we'll get more than enough experience from barbarians with these settings. I want to wait with killing barbarians until we get our first social policy. We have some truffles here, because we will go after authority, and once we get the first social policy here, we'll get culture for killing barbarians. So that's what I want. No England. Come on. I was hoping we could find the first AI soon. Because the longer it takes, the higher chance there is that they will be done with like the first farm and they won't have any other tiles around their capital that they could improve immediately, and their workers or worker will just hide in the city for a while. Which is annoying. Should have gone the other way. Oh, and this guy will be pretty annoying for a long time. But well, sorry, the settings that we used, and yeah, this is the problem with England right next to us. They can use spies right from the start. The 2 science makes any difference, just getting on my nerves. Okay, England, where are you? Ooh, hello. Probably should grab Kilimanjaro as soon as possible. But how far is it? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We can... Technically, I could start the city like here and then buy the tiles. But first we have to find England. They're probably somewhere around here, judging by the direction their scout came from. And can't be too aggressive with my cities early. Well, at least we are losing only gold to the barbarians, not production. Now we should be done with the shrine. Good. It sucks that we had to kill those barbarians so early. There's another one. Really? Where is England? No way, there's... No, why me? Well, probably don't have a choice, just have to slow down. Doesn't matter if I heal a little bit here or if I just find England first and then heal right next to their border. Can't attack when the warrior is like on half hit points. Oh, hello, perfume. Wanted a second city here, or possibly even here, so that we started on the hill. But with the perfume to the north, these lakes, that's a lot of, look at that, those are 3 lakes, these tiles, 3-1, without any improving, that's pretty damn good. Maybe I'll just expand north, we can easily start like 1, 2, 3 cities here. Come on, where, oh, there's England, got you. Wow, that hurt. Okay, England. Stop spying on me. And yeah, as I expected, their their worker is hiding in the capital now. They improved this one tile. Oh, maybe not. Actually, I don't see it there. It's also possible that barbarians stole the worker. There were quite a few barbarians around London. Oh, there you are. Give me. Oh, there are 3 warriors guiding it. We can go this way. No, we can't. This might be tricky. Wow. This also might be tricky. Now, they're almost dead. How long for the social policy? They'll probably all die before we get the culture from them. Okay. Can you please leave your worker? I need to steal it. Ah, they're running away, so at least something there. Now they're gone. They're still somewhere around, of course, but I think the one that was here won't be able to do anything. The one that's standing in the city shouldn't attack, and the last one, who knows. But now is our chance. Yes. Problem is, now she'll start spying on us again. Oh well, I'll just have to handle it. England is such an annoying neighbor. Okay, we got hit by the city, not a big deal. And now we just have to get out of here. Which way? How bad idea is to try sneak by them? I think we can, well, we can't risk it, we have to risk it since there's no other option. Okay. Border growth. Yeah. At least we can compensate for the gold we lost to England with spices. How much money do we have? 192. We'll slow down a second warrior, the gold that we lost. But, well, what can we do? Honestly, I would rather start next to Rome than to England. Okay, there is our third pop. How long? 8. Come on. Which way do we go? Probably south. We'll definitely run into some more barbarian camps. I think that all the roaming barbarians are next to our capital. So we should be able to make it. Or we get stopped by English warrior, that's also an option. Now they're moving back. Okay, bye. 6 more turns. Okay. Oh, there they are. But this guy shouldn't leave. they're not leaving the camp in this patch, so you should be safe. Well, or not. This should be fine. Let's try to go this way. They'll probably try to catch us, but this way we'll at least fight while standing in the forest on top of the hill. 3 turns, almost there. Once we get the policy, I'll be a lot more aggressive. At least more aggressive against barbarians. 246, we need 14 more gold for a second warrior. That'll also help a lot. They should run away. Yeah. And here we have all the spices that we need. Can we reach this one? We can. So our capital can work 4 tiles with spices. We can get this one here easily. That's like a guaranteed spice for us. Okay, one more turn. Please don't attack me. You are my culture. Did he attack? Not sure. Okay, here's wheel. Now, there is the first social policy, and we need to get this one before we get the next border growth. So next border growth is in 84 turns, and next policy is in 68. So it should work. Okay, next we go for pottery. Do we stay here? Is it safe? No, it's definitely not safe. I need to escort the worker. Well, sure. And the second warrior. Make sure we don't lose the money to England again. And now we just go hunting and get all the barbarians around here. We can start working on a farm here. And you will hunt some barbarians. Is this enough for a kill? Nope. Let's wait. You can start working on the farm. You need to heal up. Okay, well, no matter what we do, England will just keep stealing from us, so might as well ignore it. There we go. And I have to be careful with how many barbarians I kill. Next. Also, with the monument, this will decrease this time. Yeah, now we have the next border pop in 24 turns, which is before the policy. So now we have to be really careful. Okay, shock. You get 18 culture per barbarian killed. So that's 6 turn here. The reason why I'm planning this so carefully is very simple. Every time, or once you get the next policy, then every time our border grows, we get not 30 but 90 gold and 90 food. And this early, that's a pretty significant boost. It's a third of another warrior. I think we just wait. Next we need council. We need to start getting some more research now when England is stealing it, and also we have to make sure that we can build the paper maker immediately after we research it. Okay, let's kill this guy. And now we'll see how much time we have. 17. Oh, this is not a good timing. I hope this guy doesn't kill himself, because we would get the culture for that as well. I'm not sure that I want that. Or 21. Oh, that's still too early. I still have to wait. I have to change my plans. I wanted to destroy the barbarian camp because that gives more culture than just killing random brutes. Okay, I will risk it. I'll just kill another one. Hopefully these two won't leave. We have 8:14. Yeah, that's a bad timing. We need to wait one more turn, then we can kill them, right? Sure, we can have peace. I have what I wanted from you. Okay, 12. We are making 3 culture per turn. They give us 18. So if I count correctly, from 2 barbarians, we should get 36, which is 12 turns worth of culture production. God, I hope that I'm not wrong. There. And now we can get our border pop. Also, we got bananas. I didn't notice that. So our borders should grow in this direction, and the next border pop after this one should be spices. Perfect. Oh. I hate England. Stop spying on me. Thank you. She probably doesn't know about anything else since we didn't meet anyone either. So she doesn't really have a choice. Okay. There is our promotion. And here's the bonus. We have to hide our worker for a while. Go. How bad idea is it to attack here? Really bad. I think now when everything calmed down a little bit, we can make a cut here and continue in the next episode when we focus on clearing the area around our capital. And once we are done with council, we'll start working on the settler as soon as possible. Because we lost some research to barbarians and I think to England as well, we'll have some time to maybe even get the Pathfinder earlier than I expected. Well, we'll see about that. What I know is that we are done for this episode, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.